are live. It is the K&I podcast. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to be talking about some water parks and some hiking. I don't know, Kevin. You take it away. You tell me, man. This is your stuff. What's up? What's going on with you, man?
We're both into these abandoned places, so I've been out kind of looking around for some places to explore. And I went out. I thought I saw a mansion in New Zealand, like abandoned, and then I was a few miles away from it, and then I went through the woods to find it. Next thing you know, it's not abandoned. Somebody's living there. So I was like, I'm just going to leave that alone. But I discovered this water park, man, this abandoned water park. It's just south of Auckland, maybe north of Auckland. I don't know where I was. I drove all around the city, but yeah, man, it's really cool. It's an abandoned water park. It's actually fed by hot springs, I think. But it was a pretty popular little resort place. But some Russian guy bought it a few years ago, and he was going to turn it into a like an upscale resort. But something went haywire, man, and it's been abandoned just a few years. But lots of stay out signs and stuff like that. And but I drove around and found a few little spots to get some shots through the gates and stuff like that, man. It's only been abandoned for about 2 years, but you can see it's kind of run down, The embassy of the Russian Federation in Waiwera has high security to keep out. Do you see the sickle and the hammer, man? They have a sense of humor about the place. So, I'm sure lots of people come around trying to film it and stuff like that. These are, I actually just stole these off the internet, a couple of the inside photos, It's an old movie pool. Natalie said she watched a movie in that a few years ago, man, before it shut down. You could sit there and watch the movies and stuff, man. But yeah, man, I love creepy abandoned water parks and places like that, man. We're going to do some more exploring. The one in Six Flags and outside of New Orleans, man, we got to check that one out too. They're finished filming Jurassic Park over there, so now we can get into it. But yeah, man, they got these little seals here too. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this, man?
My thoughts on that, man. I think that water park is pretty cool, man. I wish you would have went in yourself. I think that would have been kind of cool. Look at that pool. How much would it take to get you to jump in that?
Oh, I get into how much? I don't know, man. Just dare me. I don't know. I don't. What do you mean,
actually looks refreshing, right? It doesn't look that bad, man.
No, it doesn't look that bad at all, man.
For being abandoned for a couple of years, it doesn't look that bad. I'd probably hang out here, try and throw a little low-key party or something. Yeah, that place is cool.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm still working on my residency here, man. So until that goes through immigration, I don't want to do any trespassing, man. I'm trying to live straight. Not that I'm going to do any after if anybody from immigration is watching, but it's these cool places. I didn't want to. I don't know. These people in the neighborhood. You could tell they get sick with people coming over to take a look at it, But I wouldn't mind going down the water slide maybe or something,
Yeah, that water slide looks cool. I'd climb up it.
Yeah, put some lubricant on it or something. I don't know. There's no water running there, but.
Yeah, I would just climb up it to climb up it. But no, man, that place looks really cool, man. That sickle was awesome. I've been watching a lot of Forged in the Fire lately. That's my new shit. And man, I love watching them do all that blacksmithing, and that sickle looked cool, man. I probably might have tried to grab that, you know what I mean, and had myself a little souvenir.
Yeah.
But
and they're making fun of the Russian guy who bought it, I guess. But it's pretty cool though. But people are gonna come around and look at it, man. I don't know. Maybe we can make an offer on it. I don't know. Let it go down. It has a beautiful ocean view, though.
I'm sitting here thinking about it, man, and you know what I think it is? It might be the cost of just keeping that place clean. I mean, if it's hot springs, if it's warm water coming through, you might have to disinfect it. I don't know. Is it like a lot more bacteria problems? Does it get moldy? Who knows? I don't freaking know, man. I'm not a freaking Scientologist. You know what I mean?
Scientologist.
I don't know about all that.
I know what you're getting at, man. I know what you're getting at.
But
Yeah, man. But yeah, we found this other little theater, man. I love this Regent Theater that was in a little place called Helensville, you know.
uh-huh.
And I was driving through, and it's like I like junk stores and old theaters, and this was a combination of the two. They have a lot of these old theaters here in New Zealand that have been turned into other things, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm just passing by it, and I was like, "Oh, I got to stop and get some video of this." And I went up there, and as I'm going up there, there's an old guy sitting out front. He only has one little room on the side for things. He doesn't have enough room in there. You can see he puts his stuff on the outside too, but he only has one room. And he told me it had been closed for 26 years, and you can kind of tell by the movie posters here. You got Jackie Brown on one side. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind having those posters, really. But and then on the other side, we've got the Great Titanic, man. What do you think, man? It says a double feature, but there's only one movie on there. I guess it's double the DiCaprio, huh?
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty cool. It's probably the double features, the Jackie Brown and the Titanic, right?
I don't know. That's maybe so.
Those are the two movies they're showing. It's a single theater building, and then the upstairs is where the all the offices and the projectors and stuff would be. Yeah,
I would think so. I when I went inside the little junk store there, I could see, oh, this guy right here. Remember this guy?
Yeah, the BSA.
The BSA 650 Lightning. Yeah, it's just on my cruise. I was driving around and I was like, oh, that's a BSA Lightning. I don't know where this guy was, man. I don't know if he had to take a bathroom break or whatever, man. But his motorcycle's sitting there and there's music playing and stuff. Like,
oh wow,
whatever he's doing, I'm gonna leave him to it. You know,
right? Hey,
I don't want to get involved in that.
Back it up like 2 seconds, where it's just the BSA Lightning, Adrian Kai, and then just leave it on the close up of the BSA right there, where it's a close up. Boom, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's funny, man. He's probably boinking some chick, man, over off to the side of the road.
Yeah. His music did sound kind of romantic, you know. But it would be the first time I saw him with the helmet off, but maybe he had everything off, so I didn't want to see that, man.
Was this around the same neck of the woods that you found this guy originally?
It's about an hour away.
Huh? So
it's about an hour away.
Actually might be his. That's hilarious.
Oh, no, it's the same one. I can tell by the helmet, the motorcycle itself. I stopped and took a look at it. I was like, oh, that's the same one with those handlebars and stuff like that.
That guy was okay. So I take it back. He probably wasn't boinking somebody. He was probably killing somebody. That guy was kind of scary.
Well, whatever, you know. Whatever
teaches their own.
Yeah. Some people are into that kind of thing. It's not my thing. I don't judge them for that. Try not to judge.
Right. Oh man. No, it's still a cool bike, man. I like it. New Zealand is just one of those places where you want to own something like that. You know, here you've got the traffic. You've got I'm gonna say it, the Asian drivers. You know, it's just dangerous, man, to be on a bike. You know what I mean? Over here in the States, man.
Well, the people here are polite too, you know, with their driving. So
yeah, you know what though? There is the Asian drivers over there as well, and they're like the legit Asian drivers straight out of China, man. I've seen them, and they do crazy shit on those roads.
I haven't noticed.
You're a liar.
What? I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about, man.
You're trying to be politically correct, but yeah, man. No, there was a TV show. In fact, there's a TV show in New Zealand that's pretty popular, and it's about the highway patrol, basically. And they're always pulling over some crazy, Chinese family. They act like they don't understand English, and they're going on the wrong side of the road. They're going too fast, or they're just doing something just completely crazy, making a U-turn, on a corner in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? Something crazy.
Well, there are a lot of actually tourists from all over the place who drive on the wrong side of the road. Well, it's actually, to me, it's the right side of the road. It is the right side, and it's also the correct side. So, yeah, man, it's hard when you come off of a bridge or something. They have arrows which way you should be going, to remind you. And they say that this driving on the left side of the road developed back when people were riding horses and stuff. When somebody was coming the other way, if they were trying to rob you, huh? Yeah. If they were trying to do something to you, you could reach in, grab your sword, and stab them real quick, right? So I'm thinking, not only do you drive on the wrong side of the road, you think it's okay to stab people,
Yeah.
So
I've heard you say that a few times.
It's a good point, man.
Yeah, it is, man. It is a good point, man. But yeah, man, I think that it's a lot safer to drive over there, and the scenery is a lot better.
And the road toll. We figured out the road toll.
Yeah.
That's people who die. That's road deaths. That's not road tolls. Thinking road tolls, they're not that bad. We've covered this before, but it still threw me off, man. I was like, that's not a road toll. That's a death. But yeah, we went out hiking at a couple of places this past weekend too, man. Been doing a little hiking because we got some like an 8-day hike coming up in December, so kind of getting prepared for that, And there's no shortage of places to hike here. All in the within 30 minutes, 45 minutes of Auckland, they're just regional parks all over the place, man. And It's just beautiful, man.
Yeah.
This is like 30 minutes from the house, and just went for a nice little walk. Pretty good little climb, it's supposed to be an hour and a half walk. I think I did it in about an hour and 10. So yeah, man. And you can see the people down on the beach. It's good to get all hot and sweaty, man. And like, oh, so hot, and then just go jump in the water, man, after a good hike,
Yeah.
This was up past Silverdale, man. Keep clear, of course. Unstable cliff edges. And it's a pretty good drop, man. Pretty good drop.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And the trees here are spectacular. People walk by them, and it's like, oh, that's just an old tree. I'm like, yeah, but look at it, man. Look how much character it has, and it's like it's so trees, weird. Yeah, it looks creepy, man.
Yeah, that is pretty cool, man. We don't have old shit like that. We have the redwoods, but they're all burnt down now. Everything's burning down.
Yeah, it's oh yeah, ducks. Just ducks. They kept coming. They thought I had bread or something. I'm like, it's just a phone. There's no bread here. But they still eyeballed me, waiting on it, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sounds fun. It sounds fun. I like hikes, man. I can get down with hikes. I should just get out and do something. I might actually get myself in a better mood. But yeah, I haven't. I just been sitting around the freaking house and watching Netflix. Like I said, I can't get enough of that freaking Forge and Fire. Look at that, that's gorgeous.
This is the second day. This was the Sunday hike. The other one was Saturday, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is just pulling up in the car, man. You can see. I just drove up in the car. I was like, wow, look at that. And of course, there's sheep everywhere, So, you got to wash your hiking boots off when you come out of the sheep hills. There are lots of. Yeah, man, they just do their business everywhere. Mm-hmm. And, they're freshly shorn, I guess is the word. So somebody's got some fresh wool there. But yeah, man, the hiking here is incredible, man. Just the basic regional parks and stuff like that. So yeah, man, everywhere we go, it's everyone I go to, their views like this. Just parks that people take for granted, like. This is one of the most spectacular things I've ever seen, and it's not even in the top 10 in New Zealand. So,
yeah,
man,
absolutely. Give us a good pause right there, Adrian. Boom, and then we can talk about it for a bit because it's just gonna run out again. Man, I'm telling you, this kid, man, it's like, there we go. But yeah, man, I couldn't get enough of it. I could not get enough of it. You're just torturing me by
and it's late spring too. It's late spring. Things are warming up, man. Things are. It's always green, but it's even more green. So yeah, it's good life, man. I go do travel for a couple of days a week, go do some shows somewhere, and then go do some hiking somewhere like this, and then tool around with my cars, man. It's just it's not bad. It's not bad, man. And I know I'm going to bring the venue up again, but yes, we found a venue. We think we're going to put together a spaceship house. We can cover that in the next episode a little more in depth, though. We found a spaceship house that was built in the 1970s in the South Island. We're talking about moving it up here to Auckland to make a little comedy venue, about a 30 or 40 seater. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man, all kind of. Mm-hmm.
Where are you guys going to put it?
We're looking. There's some old car lots and stuff here that they're tiny, though. It's not like huge American car lots, but they're right in the city. Small car lot, and maybe put storage for the cars and stuff there, and a few other things. Put a little exterior bar or something there, you know. But this, yeah, we're looking seriously to do this. Still looking to got to move the thing from the South Island, though, you know. Across the ferry. It's only about 25 feet wide, but it's still a wide load. Fiberglass, you can just pick it up. And yeah, there's only 100 of these houses in the world. So it'd be cool just to have, you know, so.
Yeah. I think I've seen one of them before on one of those episodes of like Extreme Houses or something like that. And what does it look like on the inside? Is it just open?
Oh, this one is open. Yeah. The ones that they built here in New Zealand, they didn't have the patent to do the interior. Mm-hmm. So this one is actually just open. They've completely open. They've been using it as a museum exhibits and stuff like that. So yeah, it's perfect for a comedy layout. Somebody could put a little stage in it, and you know, and maybe in the round kind of thing, like the smallest in the round comedy concert in the world, kind of. Yeah. You know, and it's really it's groovy, man, because it's, you know, from the 1970s. So I'm gonna call it groovy, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah, man.
It looks cool. I just found the picture.
Oh yeah, the picture.
Send it to Adrian, but I'm not.
I probably should have sent it beforehand. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's not definite yet, but we're still working on it. And yeah, man, I think it'll be easy to market too, because everybody's gonna know where the damn spaceship house is, you know. It's like, come out to the show. Where is it? You know where the spaceship house is? Yes, I do. You know, that's my idea on it. So yeah, man.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Well, shit, man. All I've been doing, like I said, I keep bringing it up because I want to actually talk about it. Is Forge in the Fire, man. Have you seen that?
Forge in the Fire. Tell me about Forge in the Fire, man.
Have you seen it?
I've seen bits and pieces. Yes.
Oh man, they compete making knives from, you know, all kind of different things, man. Like pieces of cars. That's what interested me. Is they scrapped a bunch of these leaf springs off of, you know, some old fucking car, and they all made these cool knives, and they take them and they like they'll cut through ice and, you know, stab it through pigs and cut them in half. I mean, it's awesome. And now I want to go learn how to blacksmith. You know, I don't want to do it all the time, full time, but I think it'd be kind of cool to make a knife. You know what I mean? I'd send you a knife.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah, man, make cool gifts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and do some blacksmithing, man. Shit.
Have you ever done anything like that before? Ever done any blacksmithing?
No, just a little welding and stuff like that. A little cutting, welding, nothing extensive whatsoever, man. I'm not.
No, I was gonna say I feel stupid because our father-in-law basically he makes shit out of metal. Like he has a whole shop. I mean, we both
a machine shop. Yeah.
Yeah, we both seen the machine shop, and I didn't even think to ask him, "Hey, can I make a knife while I'm here?" He doesn't have like a forge and all that. We'd have to cut it out, you know, and stuff like that. But he's got everything pretty much, you know. And
yeah, he makes those intricate clocks and stuff like that. I'm gonna get him to make me a fuel valve for my motorcycle, man. My valve set, I can't find one, man.
Hey, dude, he can make it exact. But see, that's the thing is, when I was going through his shop, I was thinking more along the lines of the stuff that he makes. He fucking will make a clock from scratch. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He will just take some wood and some steel and turn that into some intricate fucking beautiful clock with all these different years, and so I'm like, oh man, that's cool. I can appreciate it, but I don't want to make anything like that. I didn't think of making something simple like a cool knife or something, but we probably totally could have. I mean, I stayed at his house for like a whole week. It's not like I didn't have time, you know what I mean?
I understand making your own knife and all that, but why don't we just go to Walmart and buy a gun? I don't know.
Because man, guns are lame. Guns are lame, and they're illegal. They're illegal in New Zealand.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you're in Texas, though, man. Just
I have guns.
You're gonna hurt.
I have guns.
You need a tool to hurt somebody. Just buy.
I don't need to buy a gun. I've got guns. And this is a rule that a lot of people don't understand, but you learn this really quick in the military. You don't need to go out and buy the latest and coolest AR and have all the fucking attachments on it and all that kind of stuff, because if something really crazy goes down, there's going to be a shit ton of them laying out in the streets. You know what I mean? A lot of free guns out in the streets, man. So you don't need to buy a goddamn thing, man.
Okay.
Just bide your time, keep your head down, and fucking just be really quick. Run out there and grab it and fucking run back, and you'll have yourself a nice, pretty fucking AR, man. But
it's not gonna go down like that, man. It's gonna be much more boring and than that, man.
Exactly. So why do I need to go to Walmart and buy a fucking gun? No, I like the knives. I like the crafting of it. It's like you just made something out of a ball bearing or a piece of a door, or you know what I mean? How cool is that? It's like, I don't know, man.
So you don't know what kind of car they got the leaf spring from, man?
No, I don't. It was just some beater. I really didn't pay attention. I was more excited about seeing the knives get made, because I'm buying all these swords, and for the kids, and I'm like, oh crap, these freaking $100, $200 swords I've been ordering are really shitty compared to the stuff these guys are making. And if I could make something like that, I'd be totally down, man. They got all these different ones too, like the Java Chris. Have you? Can you Google a Java Chris? It's a KRISS, I think. It's
Java Chris.
Yeah, it's really fucking cool. I thought at first when I saw it, it's an Indian style blade, right? Or like it's just a wavy style, and I was like, that's not going to be that effective, but like I said on the show, man, they're cutting pigs and stuff in half, and he takes this freaking wavy sword, and it works like a saw because it's serrated because of the waves.
Oh, yeah.
And man, and it cut that pig like right in half. I was like, that little flimsy thing did all that. It was so impressive, man.
Wow.
I was like, just the fact that you can make something like that out of a leaf spring or a ball bearing, is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. So you're looking to cut some pigs in half? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm looking to cut some pigs in half, man. That's next. I've been cutting bottles in half and posting that shit on TikTok, but I get like 300 views or 100 views or whatever. But I think I want to step up to cutting a pig in half.
You may get a few more views if you start cutting pigs, man. Is this pig going to be alive or dead? What's it? You didn't specify.
I didn't specify. No, they're
because
dead.
If they're alive, they move quite a bit, man. You gotta sneak up on them, man.
They're pretty quick. Would you hunt something with something like this?
Ah, man, I'm gonna go back to the Walmart idea, man. I wouldn't mind doing some pig hunting. They do that here, man. They have wild hogs and stuff, and they're pests, So yeah, I do a little hunting, but not with a sword, man. It's not my thing, man. I don't know. I just couldn't imagine it, man.
Yeah. What kind of pig hunt do they do? Is it like air bows and rifles?
I think it's just rifles that I know of. I met a guy who does tours down in Gisborne, and they're pests here, so they're all over the place. And so a little pig hunting. It might be Look, they got these red stag here too. These huge. It's kind of like an elk looking thing, but that was brought here in the 1800s or so. I think 1800s by some type of royalty, and just turned them loose all the place. So they have huge racks and stuff, man.
Type in New Zealand red stag. Let me tell you, these things are fucking majestic. They look like they're just from heaven. You know what I mean? It's crazy. They don't even look like they're from this earth. They're so freaking huge and gorgeous. Yeah, that one right there with the dude. Look how big that rack is. No, the last one right there. That last one, right there.
It's massive, man.
Can you make it bigger?
It's a perspective thing, though. They got the rack much closer, but it is huge.
Wow. Yeah, that thing is just impressive, dude. The way all those look at all, and they grow that every year. It's not like that thing they've been growing that for years.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
they shed it and regrow it, huh?
Yeah.
I knew like a whitetail did that and all that, but man, wow.
At least that's what I think. Maybe these ones grow them for years. People, maybe one of our listeners can school me. But how cool is that, man? You can get one of those. You can put that rack over your fireplace and or on the stage. Actually, imagine that on stage. And
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the background. How cool would that be? And then
I did a show like that the other night, man. Last week,
yeah.
they had one mounted over my head. I was emceeing it, man. It was cool. Yeah, it was.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then you could eat that for a whole year.
Yeah, I ran into Ben Roethlisberger, who was down here, the quarterback for the Steelers. He was down here hunting those, man, about a couple of years ago, man. Mm-hmm. I was just in a Burger King, and he was there. It was like, that dude looks familiar. And he was down there hunting with Jim Kelly, Hall of Famer. And yeah, man. So,
dude, those trips, those trips are like right up your guys' alley, man. You go and you spend like a week in a nice fucking cabin out in the wilderness, and the guides will take you out and take you right to where there's a bunch of them, and you fucking kill them, and then they fucking haul it back to the camp and quarter it for you and do all that stuff for you, and you guys are like living in luxury inside the fucking inside the nice whatever cabin and shit, dude. It's really nice, the hunting in New Zealand. It's only and it's
might
like
have to try that out, man.
Yeah, it's like a couple grand. You know what I mean, per person.
Yeah,
might be more. I'm not sure. I think it's like a couple grand. It's not bad.
Yeah, I got. I think the if you wanted mounted and stuff like that, that would be into the thousands of dollars. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. This has been a good one. We've talked about a lot of stuff, man. Hiking and freaking old theaters and abandoned fucking water parks. Man, that water park was so cool. I really want to go there. See, a lot of the stuff you're showing me is going to get me in trouble if I go over there, man, because I'm going to want to break in. But yeah, maybe when we go over, we'll have to, maybe me and you go on one of these hunting trips and see if we can bag ourselves something, and then we'll stick it on the stage, man, or maybe over the bar.
Man.
At your spaceship fucking place.
Yeah, I don't want to poke a hole in the fiberglass roof, but yes.
All right, man. Well, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. It's been another episode of the K&I podcast. You guys are fucking wonderful. We love you. Thank you for all the likes and the comments, man. We've been, sharing some pictures to the page. I want to let you guys know real quick, man, by no means we're not advertising other people's pages. They don't pay us. We're not affiliated by them. I just think those fucking cars look cool. I'm going to stop posting them though, so don't get mad at me. I'm going to start trying to just find the pictures by themselves without all the other bullshit. Because
who's getting mad at you, man? I don't know what's going on.
Well, because they were telling me, I was hearing like a lot of pages, they start to, they get you hooked, they get you watching, and then they just try to start advertising to you all the time, other people's stuff, and then people stop listening, and I don't want that to happen. I want you guys to stay with us. Yeah, we're all about just the K&I Car Show and the K&I Podcast. We're not about selling other people's bullshit. But I will keep posting cool cars. I'm just going to try to find the pictures by themselves. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.